in Boston as the crowds look to cheer on the Celtics. After this one game on the road, the Raptors will head back to Toronto. And, of course, Iman Shumpert. He's a guy getting integrated right now, still settling in with his new team.
You know, that trade that you mentioned isn't making front-page news, but sometimes the best trades are the quiet ones. But I really believe this is going to pay dividends for this team in the future.
Yeah, you don't always have to make the huge splash to make the biggest impact. A lot of times when you can just fill voids and find the right role players, that can be equally as important.
All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Raptors. The star pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the guards. Patterson is the 4 with Valanciunas in the middle. And it's Ross in at the small forward. And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Valanciunas with a screen on Thomas. Thomas against Lowry. Clock at 6. Johnson with the block. Thomas kicks to Lewis. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. He misses the free throw.
At the line for 2.
And the second free throw, good. Toronto on defense. 4-point game, fresh from a win against Portland.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against him.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
4 on the clock. Leaner from distance. No good. Nice D from DeRozan.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the leaner's probably not the best option on that shot.
And Lowry gets it to go.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Now here's Thomas. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Back to Lewis. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. 7 points for Freak. For Toronto, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. On the wing, DeRozan. Guarded by Shumpert and DeRozan. Here we go. He dishes it to Ross. And it's off from 3-point range.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Outside Lewis. Rebound by the Raptors. Last time they met was in Toronto.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
And here is Shumpert following Kyle Lowry's 3. And again it will go. The basket is good from Lewis. Lewis has got 9.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Patterson, the screen. Ross kicks to Lowry. There's the 3. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Lowry. DeRozan's got his first 3 points of the game. Lewis against Ross. Outside Thomas. Pass to Sullinger. And another basket for Boston.
And it's almost as if they knew exactly what the D was going to throw at him on that possession.
Lowry with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Shumpert against DeRozan. Valanciunas. And the layup's good off the glass. Valanciunas has got his first 2 points of the night.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Lewis against Ross. And Sullinger kicks to Shumpert. But they'll get another chance. Back to Sullinger. Outside Shumpert. Nice ball movement by Boston. That'll be Boston as it goes out of bounds. Celtics retain possession.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Toronto's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Good. Lowry's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
And a quick look now at the NBA scoring leaders. Freak number 1.
You know what, Kevin? Leading the league in scoring is no small feat. The effort is definitely paying off.
And the Celtics making a change here. Crowder's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. Biyombo's checked in. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Washington Wizards.
And really an emphatic win for them, especially considering that it came in an opponent's building, and there's no question it was their offense that carried them.
I love the way they went and got this game, Greg. I mean, they attacked at every opportunity, never relaxed or sat back, and as a result, they eventually pulled away.
Boston shooting their first free throw tonight.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
Now, here's Lowry. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Kyle Lowry with a beautiful setup.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Back to Thomas. Out to Shumpert. 3-pointer. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got his 5th assist in this one. Raptors trail by 4. Lowry kicks to Biyombo. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Jared Sullinger pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
There's the dish to Lewis. Shot clock at 6. Here's Sullinger. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Sullinger's got his 2nd basket of the night. Thomas against Lowry. Kicks to Valanciunas. Fires from the wing. 2nd shot opportunity. It's blocked. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Fast break Toronto. The feed to Lowry. Valanciunas sets a screen for Lowry. Back to Valanciunas. That ball's off target. It's his 3rd miss. He's made 2 shots from the field. They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, Greg, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack because what we're seeing from these guys, they're getting whatever they want.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And now we have a chance to check out Freak here. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. Tops in scoring, 2nd in free throws. Right there among the most efficient scorers in our league. 3rd overall in field goal percentage.
And I tell you what, his scoring abilities are almost otherworldly. I mean, no one's been able to slow him down or even come close.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Livingston's checked in for Jared Sullinger, for Shumpert, and Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. Now here is Lowry. 8 points for him. Out to DeRozan. Just 2 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. DeRozan's got 5 points so far. The pass to Crowder. Carter-Williams kicks to Lewis. And again, Boston with the triple.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Raptors trail by 9. Lowry up top. Carter Williams covering. Lowry kicks to Gibson. Look at that jam! I mean, just beautiful.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
And that replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Lowry, and it's blocked.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Well, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
Now, here's Lowry, following the miss by Freak, and DeRozan. Here we go. Johnson dishes to Gibson. Gibson the screen. Toronto working the ball around now. Biyombo, and Boston with the rebound. Lewis on top. DeRozan defending from 13, and it's Boston with another.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Greg, it's hard to imagine they'll stay this hot for 4 quarters, but if they even approximate that, watch out.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Carter Williams kicks to Lewis. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 3 assists now in this one. DeRozan against Griffin. And DeRozan, here we go, from 11 feet away. And that one comes up a bit short.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's slow down inside and run some pick and roll up top.
So as we end the first quarter, and DeMar DeRozan, the star for this Toronto Raptors team, he said he wants to bring them back.
A lot of people never really pay no attention to the Raptors. They just look at the Raptors like another team, So when I came, I just...
Let's face it, it's never easy for Toronto to get the attention that Clark, the U.S. teams get. That's just a fact of life that even Vince Carter at his best couldn't change.
And, I don't even know if winning a championship would change that. Quite honestly, even if DeMar won the MVP. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Boston?
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Another thing they've been able to really get going so far tonight has been the 3-ball, the long-range shooting.
So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan are the guard tandem. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Taj Gibson. And it's Ross in at the small forward position. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Wizards put on a show. He ended with an amazing number of points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thank you. It really was a stunning performance. He was at his absolute best in that game.
And if he can come anywhere close to another performance like that here tonight, it would be amazing.
Yeah, it really would be, because now the defense is going to be focused squarely on him. They're going to make sure that he doesn't beat him again.
Austin with the ball after the Raptors pick up 2. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry against Thomas. Ross kicks to Valanciunas. Knocks it loose.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Guys, that's been the key to their lead. I mean, simply put, the effort they've displayed on the glass has been the difference.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. That shot wide open. Lowry's got 10 points in the game. Celtics leading by 6. Thomas kicks to Lewis. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lowry with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Patterson, the screen. Lowry kicks to Ross. And the 3 off target. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Outside Thomas. Outside Lewis. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Here's Ross, and he slams that one down.
Emphatic throw down there.
That one reverberated throughout the building.
Nothing soft about his approach at the attack.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Lowry dishes to DeRozan. And Shumpert pulls it down.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
And then Johnson with the jam.
And really just led him to his sweet spot for that finish.
Thomas against Lowry. Pass to Valanciunas. Feeds it to Lowry. The wide open look here for DeRozan. He scores the basket. That's field goal number 3 for him.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Sullinger's checked in for Boston. Crowder comes in for and a new group in for the Celtics. Livingston's checked in for Jared Sullinger. The general comes in for Amir Johnson. Griffin's checked in for Shumpert. And Michael Carter-Williams subbed in for Isaiah Thomas. And then for Toronto, Biyombo is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Gibson comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Johnson in for Terrence Ross. And here's Lowry, following the three-pointer by Freak. Here's the screen. Lowry drawing the double team. Shots good by Gibson.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
No doubt the defense had better play a little tighter. All the time in the world to get that one off.
Lewis with the 3. It's Biyombo with the rebound. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Takes it from 10. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And that's 21 points for DeMar DeRozan. The Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line. And the Celtics making a change here. And that trip coming up empty, missing both. Raptors trail by 3. Now Lowry, 12 points for him. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Lewis attacking. It's hauled in by the Raptors.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Carter-Williams covering. Here's Gibson. Makes it off the glass. Gibson's got 6. And so it's a close game as we wrap.
Okay, Kevin. Here.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
Lewis in at small forward. Johnson is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Iman Shumpert, and it's Thomas in at the guard position. That's the group for Brad Stevens getting going here in the second half. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
The Celtics have split their free throws right down the middle so far. They're 2 for 2. Lowry kicks to Ross. Oh, trying for it, but he gets it back. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from DeRozan.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
Celtics passing it around. That is good. Shumpert's got his second bucket of the night.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Thomas with the steal. Ahead. That's good from Shumpert on the assist by Thomas. Now it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. He kicks it to Lewis. Dishes to Johnson. Good. Johnson's got his second basket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Now here's Patterson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least as I look at it. Excellent ball.
Represent!
drive me crazy. Number one, girl, you can't replace me. Lead a club, these bras be trying to chase me. Come roll with me in my Mercedes. Hold up, I see they broke, I see they lazy. Man, they money slim, they actin' shady. I'm in my brand new car, who wanna race? Girl, you ain't come up on, so why you showing up? I'm taking them shots, my partners, they loaded up. Man, on the low, all these be I get some material. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we them boys. Hold up, we making noise. Hold up, we them boys. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
Hit on my laps in the gym, the sweat ran off my skin. They thought I ran out of breath, but I was just catching my wind. That only happens to them. I gotta capture my win. I practice 31 days a month and I practice again. Was born equipped with sportsmanship, so I just laugh and I grin. Victory is my objective, I don't have to pretend. Spread my wings like an eagle and let them flap in the wind. No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. These are actions of men. My teammate is a warrior, got my back to the end. My offense is all sent. You gon' have to defend. My crossover is vicious, I got more swagger than him. Hit the bottom of the net or the back of the rim. Your style is a flipper foul. Your score, I'ma take it down. All of your trash talking was pointless. Say it now, you slacking and goaltending. My actions are bone chilling. Got the home court advantage, I'm back on the road winning.
I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know. I gotta hold down the city. Gotta let you know where I come from.
I gotta hold a city down anyhow. They gon' have to really bow. Totally dominate the game in front of any crowd. I keep it 100 while you only keep it 50 thou. I can conquer any style. Victory is in me now. My time is now. Who said it was later? It comes natural. I got a competitive nature. Look at them guys when I'm coming. They be hiding, I'm hunting. Luckily they been ducking me. You see lots of them running. Challenges, I embarrass them. They a dime a dozen. Full of fire, just like a dragon straight out of the dungeon. I'm just rising above it. You just lied to the public. I serve a purpose. You nervous with butterflies in your stomach. Don't try to intimidate me. You couldn't scare me with lip. I'm spontaneous, smart, dangerous, fancy and quick. My trainer told me to work. He ain't prepared me to quit. I'm the only captain who's sailing this championship.